Hey heroes, cosplayers, and pop culture fans, are you ready to assemble for the ultimate geek weekend? The Hall of Heroes Comic-Con is invading Elkhart, Indiana with 2 explosive days of comics, stars, and non-stop fun. Join us Saturday, May 30th and Sunday, May 31st, 2026 at the Northern Indiana Event Center in Elkhart. Doors open at 10 a.m. both days. VIP early entry at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday. We're rolling out a massive lineup of legends. Meet Eric Estrada from Chips and Fallout, Dirk Benedict from the A-Team and Battlestar Galactica, Tara Reid from American Pie and Sharknado, Catherine Cavagini, voice of Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls, Kel Mitchell from All That, Kevin and Kel and Mystery Men, horror icon Tony Moran, the original Michael Myers in Halloween, and more. Plus, top comic artists including Arthur Sidem, Marvel Zombies and Deadpool, John Kramer from Batman and Wonder Woman, Keith Pollard, a legendary Marvel artist on Spider-Man and Thor, and more. Scott Rosama, Stuart Sager, and others. Get autographs, photo ops, and chats with the stars and creators who shaped your favorites. The floor is packed with over 150 vendors, artists, and cosplayers offering exclusive comics, collectibles, original art, and merch. Enjoy cosplay contests for kids and adults with great prizes, live Q&A panels, artist showcases, interactive zones, and family-friendly fun all weekend. And the excitement goes live. Madness Entertainment Group is broadcasting straight from the con floor all weekend on YouTube, Build, and Rumble. Catch every moment as it happens, then relive it anytime with the full shows available later on Med TV on Roku. Grab your tickets today at hohcomiccon.org. Hall of Heroes Comic-Con, May 30th and 31st, 2026. Northern Indiana Event Center, Elkhart, Indiana. We'll see you there, heroes. This ad was created by Nim on behalf of Madness Entertainment Group and Hall of Heroes Comic-Con.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday Wham. We're all hosting tonight, by the way, but I'm just elected to talk the most.
No, Roland didn't say that. Roland said I could just show up.
Yes. You
no responsibility.
Tonight's a special night. We are launching a new crowdfunder, and it should have launched it at right now, but it says it hasn't started yet, so somebody hasn't pushed the button.
I'll share it anyway so folks can see.
Yeah.
What the link is so they can jump over there when it does start up. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
thank
lovely.
you. I will paste here. I will paste the link. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Okay. We are starting a crowdfunder tonight, and it's kind of like a smorgasbord. I misspoke earlier when I said it was just art, Tom. It's art. It's art. It's backstock. It's bags. It's shirts. It's posters. It's what are those blank
sketch covers?
Sketch covers. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep.
It's sketch covers. It's a little bit of everything, and it's just the beginning. I've got some artwork in there from Divinity. I see that there's stuff from Tommy Floramonte. He has commissions available.
As do I. I don't know if he's listed those yet, but there'll be some for me.
Yes, there aren't. We'll go over it as the show commences. Why are we having a mulligan stew of Silverline goodies? That is the question. Yes.
Yeah, Michael Jackson said it best.
Which is?
Why? Tell him that it's human nature.
Oh, gosh.
Well, I will read this.
Very good. Very good. Very good. That's great.
I'm going to read this.
A song.
I'm going to read this directly from the crowdfunder site, and then I'm going to turn these guys loose on you. All right. Diamond went bankrupt and owing a lot of people a lot of money. Many of those other publishers have access to deep pockets. Some of them have their own versions of have done their own versions of help us recover campaigns. Those of you who know us here at Silverline already know, but we're very much a mom and pop organization. Currently, there's only 3 of us running, and I'm one of them, running the place. We make comics because we love them. Yes, of course, we want to make money, but we don't want to lose money. And we lost a bunch with Diamond, with the Diamond bankruptcy. And quite frankly, that has hurt us. We tried to hang on to faith that it would all work out in the end, but it doesn't look like Diamond is going to pay. And none of the major distributors want to take on smaller publishers. So thank goodness that Philbo is making an effort for the smaller publishers like SilverlineComics. So this campaign is about raising money for our operational costs. We run a really tight ship. And here he says, just ask Barb, who volunteers her time as bookkeeper. But things still cost money. The websites, the subscriptions, etc. This will be a long campaign. And we will likely continue to add things as we go along.
Yeah.
A lot of art will be here. Every item is individual. So if you select more than one, you can enter code XXXXX to get a combined, yeah, I don't know why he did that, to get a combined shipping discount.
X. Okay. I know why he did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is the write-up at the beginning of the crowdfunder that Roland wrote. And that is the reason why we're doing. We got a very tiny, I can tell you this because I'm the bean keeper or bean counter. We got a very tiny
bean keeper.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that better.
We got a very tiny check from the bankruptcy. And of course, when you go bankrupt, you have to try to pay at least a little something to your creditors. And what they do is they take the money that's left over and they divide it up and they give you a tiny little percentage. And that's what it was. It was a tiny percentage, and it wasn't nearly what we needed to cover the massive expenses that we had incurred with Diamond. We never went in the red, thank God. So we aren't that desperate to get out of the red, but we lost money, and we need to be able to cover our operational expenses. We have, just the mere program that we use for putting videos together costs, the program that I use to do accounting costs. It's all that tiny little things that you don't realize that adds up in behind the scenes. So if we want to continue to make books and entertain our fans, we need to recoup some costs so that we can continue making fantastic books. And Tom Mason is going to tell us a little bit more about how wonderful the Diamond bankruptcy was for everybody.
Yeah, Tom, do it.
I think it's hard to say. I wouldn't say I'm an expert on Diamond bankruptcy because like hundreds of people have suddenly become experts on Diamond bankruptcy because they're going through it. And I've seen, I mean, I'm sure we all have. I've seen the list of like the top 10 publishers that Diamond owes money to, and like the lowest level publisher in that top 10 list, Diamond owes $90,000 to them.
Whoa.
And that's, to Marvel or DC or whatever, that's, big deal. But, even Dark Horse or IDW or Fantagraphics Books or any of the other Antarctic Press, any of those guys would take a $90,000 hit, and that would, it hurts. And it's probably, we were talking about this before the show, but it probably took out a lot of publishers that we don't know because they just disappeared. And,
we were fortunate that we were not one of those because, I said, we never went into the red, but
probably because we have a good accountant.
Yeah, I think someone who actually keeps beans.
Oh my god.
Yeah, keep the beans. All to myself. And I hand them out one at a time.
So it's distressed publishers. I mean, the thing is, comics are already a terrible business anyway for money.
Right.
And when you pull money out, you pull money away from publishers, then you also pull money away from creators, and you also pull money away from stores, and you also, I mean, that money just
it's a
goes.
domino effect. Big
Yeah,
domino effect.
But in so many, I just have a question. So in so many industries, though, there are people who can, there are smaller companies who can quickly fill the void, and that's like opportunity.
Yes.
Why is it not? Why doesn't it feel like that's the case in this industry?
Because, and somebody else can jump in. After I blow off steam, somebody else can jump in. But I think what happens is there's a barrier to entry, which is, in order for you to, like, oh, these publishers are out of business now. There's an opportunity for me. Right. I can jump in. Well, how? Because the publisher isn't going to take you on, and you might not have the money to print, and you can't self-distribute and make a living. So all you've got are convention sales and mail order and digital. So you can't get your money back. You really need old-fashioned paper print distribution to get your comics out there. Mm. So maybe years from now, when digital is a bigger thing, that can happen. But for now, there's no real strong way for somebody to jump in.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it seems like crowdfunders have kind of started popping up as especially for if you're a big name creator or somebody that has a big fan base. You put together a crowdfunder, boom, you've got you've got a bunch of money. So we had a talk with Jimmy Palmiotti a couple months ago on the Sunday show, and he said the problem with those crowdfunders is all the big name people. Crowdfunders used to be like you and me could do a crowdfunder and have our comic book out there. And now crowdfunders are like the really big name people are coming in and sucking up all that money. Backing up all the money.
Right. They would go into the smaller people. And, so it's, as with everything, success ruins things. Failure ruins things too, but success does as well.
And also, I'm sorry, go ahead, Bart.
I said the sad thing is that we may not have gone under or anything like that, but we had plans. We had plans for advertising plans and other project plans that we wanted to initiate, and we had to put all of that stuff on the back burner. And
there you go.
And stuff to promote Silverline or any other company. That's a big part of making your reach much broader and reaching more customers, bringing more people in, is advertising and stuff like that. And so when your wings are clipped, so to speak, you're back to like square one, and you have to start
until those feathers grow back out.
It's like mom or dad lost their big high-paying corporate job, and now we're not going to Disneyland for the summer.
Yeah.
That's basically
We're having a staycation. We're going to Waffle House.
I've been Waffle House once. It was not I don't know what's so special about Waffle House.
The fighting.
Waffle House is okay.
Which ones you go to, yeah.
You gotta have, you can't assume it's gonna be like top dining, right?
Right. Waffle House, you know exactly what Waffle House is when you go there. You know exactly what you're gonna get, and it's a different atmosphere at noon than it is, say, at 3 a.m.
Well, currently we're on a Waffle House budget.
Yeah.
There you go.
And the crowdfunder can turn that around.
Yes, exactly. And the thing is that we have got more stuff. I mean, everybody was very generous about donating art and commissions, memorabilia, stuff like that. And we've got more stuff than we can actually put on the site at the moment. And so this crowdfunder is going to go for 90 days. And we are going to continuously, as things sell, we're going to continuously update with new and brand new things. And so you have to come back a lot to see what's new. Yeah.
And if you follow us on Facebook or Blue Sky or the other platforms, there'll be updates.
That's right. I know I went through all of my stuff, and I had all of these posters, these amazing, beautiful posters for Cat and Mouse. One of the first cover and the ad piece that we had, and I had like 15 of each of these, and it's like they're just sitting there, like, well, okay, send them to Roland. You can put them in the crowdfunder. Beautiful Dean Zachary artwork. Cleaning house. That's absolutely right. Send him artwork from Divinity. Send him a bunch of cat and mouse stuff. You bet.
And there's T-shirts in there. There haven't been T-shirts for a while, so that's good. I'm gonna
I didn't even know we had bags.
Yeah.
Also, Roland will come to your house and read to your children.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What is some of the stuff, Kaz?
You want me to put it back up again?
You want to, put it up and kind of go through it and tell people kind of what we've got out there at the moment. What is this? Unclaimed freight.
Yeah, that I saw that one go by. I was curious about that.
Oh, we have.
All right. So obviously you can pick up any back issue of anything, right?
Yep.
So you can get like completed issues. So Fire Rush, Switchblade, Team Beetle, 4-issue series that have been completed, like Cat Mouse, Divinity, boop boop, Kalis, Trumps, Twilight, Grimm. All right. So those are there. And then you got the red bag, the mystery bags, right?
Well, that's what those are. Okay.
Yeah.
Mystery bag.
Yeah, mystery bags. So,
that was my nickname in high school.
Yeah, so I guess there's seven.
I like the way you think, Tom. I was thinking drugs, but they're comics.
They are not X-rated, by the way. The stuff in the red bags. Just letting people.
The red's for the mystery.
Good point.
Wow, these expectations. How we didn't even go on there. It's pretty good.
Expectations.
They come in a plain red bag. It's not porn.
Let's see some overstock stuff. We ran a lot of campaigns, so we've overprinted a few issues. So there's some stuff there.
Yep.
This unclaimed freight, we've run over 40 campaigns, and then some people didn't claim their stuff. The first thing on top of that stack is a Divinity. Nobody claimed it. I am dang. Nope.
We'll send you Jerry's comic.
Well, somebody might in this campaign. It'll get in the right hands, right? It was fated to go in somebody's hands.
Maybe that guy's watching right now, thinking, "Hey, that was mine."
That's right.
I wondered where that went.
So we got the foil covers, right? Overstock on some foil covers.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
Cat Mouse. You can see Sirens, Rejects, Trumps, Beyond the Stars, Cray. So we got some good stuff there. Some Daytona Beach Comic Con exclusives. Kalis and Bloodline.
Nice.
So commissions. Here we go. So we got some Tommy Florimonte. Wow. Iron Man, Spider-Man, Batwoman, Captain America.
That's mine.
Those are Rob's.
Yeah.
Oh, those are Rob. Oh, yeah, Rob Davis. Sorry. Boom. Yeah.
Those are examples of commissions that I can do. Just
got it.
Whatever they want.
I love the Spider-Man one.
Those are examples. Yeah, that's the most recent one I made prints of for
it's got
shows.
Ditko Saviak energy.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I did not realize it says here original art. We have so much original art. I'll put some highlights here, but go to the Flickr link that he has listed in the crowdfunder to see it all. I did not realize we had that much. Wow.
Oh, looky here.
Oh, look.
What?
Probably unsold from previous fundraisers or newly
donated from the files.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at that stuff.
A bunch of pencils.
And this is all original stuff, not digital. This is actually on board.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he didn't even have time to post it all. He worked until 5 a.m. this morning and still had to go in and teach tonight.
He
I work
loves
till
it.
5
So,
a.m.
yeah, it would be something like, it's on board like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
He worked till 5 a.m. this morning, getting as much stuff posted on the crowdfunder as possible, and he still was unable to
Get it all on
post.
there, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's why it's going to take 90 days to sell all this stuff.
Well, it's a great reason to come back every 2 or 3 days and see what's new and what's been sold and what's gonna go to a new home.
Yeah.
Now the t-shirts, they only have certain sizes, so make sure you go on and look at the size, right, for the t-shirt that you want to see if they have it.
Yeah, and the thing about something that occurred to me is that some people may think, oh, I'll just wait till after they put this other stuff on there. Go with, because a lot of this stuff is one item. It's a one of a kind. So if you need to get on there and see if you want any of what's on there now, because it might not be there tomorrow. So keep checking back, but at the same time, get on there and see what's there now. If you're wanting something, there's only one of it. Get on there and get it.
Yeah,
that happens to me all the time.
Yeah,
I see something, I think, now I'll circle back. I'll get it later, and then I go to get it, and it's gone.
Yeah, that's the deal we have here in our house. You know, if it's under $100, you see it, you like it, you think it's good for us, grab it. You know, push comes to shove, grab it. It's okay. I'm mostly gonna agree with my wife with whatever she buys. You know, it's the other way that doesn't work very often. But,
your wife is tight-fisted like mine is. That money, you gotta really wrench that money out of her hand.
But listen, this is worth it. This is where the original art is. You know, it's a treasure of its own. Not only can you.
It's dying. It's most newer artists are doing their stuff digitally.
It's not dying.
There's no original.
It's not dying. I'm not dying. Well, I am dying, but
I'm doing it. I'm still doing it.
There you go. See, it's not dying.
Maybe not
just
dying.
People don't appreciate it.
It's going to sleep.
Going to sleep.
It's not in the public's eye until a piece sells for $1 million. That's all.
It's becoming a limited market because the craftsmen, the artisanal creators, are working digitally, and nobody wants digital art.
Right.
For their collection.
That's the best way to say it.
That was not true once upon a time. If anybody can remember NFTs, everybody wanted a piece of that action. Remember that?
Yes, and also remember Teddy Ruxpin and Beanie Babies and Cabbage Patch Kids and
Pet Rocks,
and Tickle Me Elmo. Oh my God, Pet Rocks, Rob. Jeez.
And the little the little seahorses, creatures, kingdom deal that they had in the comics. I remember.
Oh, the sea monkeys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We're really going back now.
No, I love. So disappointed to find out they weren't really cartoon characters.
Oh, I know. And it was also disappointing to find out that you could not get muscles instantly from, whatever
Charlie
they sent.
Atlas?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't read those. I never imagined it ever being like that. I knew the guy's name right off.
I got the good stuff.
I just let bullets kick sand on me. I didn't care.
That's right. And I
just
know
lowered my expectations, really.
I know that belts are a little tight right now because everything's uncertain economically. But a lot of this stuff is one of a kind. It's one and done. You're never going to see it again. So think of it as an early birthday present, early Christmas present, early Mother's Day gift.
That's a good idea.
Father's Day gift. I mean, or kid's birthday, your own birthday.
Especially if you have that $100 deal with your spouse.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
And just to echo that point, Barb, some people may not be able to financially. It's going on for 90 days. So hopefully in that 90 days you can. But, if you can in that 90 days, if you could just share the campaign, right?
Yeah.
Some engagement, maybe comment on some of the stuff that you see in there. That stuff goes a long, long, long way to help, right? Get the word out. Because ultimately people are doing it because they love it, right? And it's good to support people who are doing that in whatever way you can. Even if you just give a donation, but you can't really afford a $10 thing, $1. means something, like in the grand scheme of things. So to keep moving, to keep this industry moving, to keep the people who love doing the thing they love instead of being robots. So
and people can't afford original art. I mean, it's literally $1 a day. Skip the coffee, put it away.
Put down that avocado toast, kid.
You have enough to own something that's never going to be recreated again. And if it does, you own the copyright to it because you have the original art.
That's right. And or people like me who have had to switch to digital because of my age. The stuff that I currently have on the Kickstarter, this is the last of the original stuff you're going to see from me. This is it. Once I have sold my Divinity stuff, my cat and mouse stuff, that's it. That's the last of my original art. Right there, because I had to switch to digital because of my eyes and my hands. Getting up there.
Is that now you can just pinch everything up?
Yes. Yes. So when all my original art that I currently have on hand right now is gone, it's gone. That's the last of it.
Yeah, I made a mistake when I was sketching once and my fingers automatically went to Control Z, and then I looked at my pencil and I looked at my left hand. I said, what's wrong here? So see, people who are digital, they get it.
Erasing?
Why can't I go back? What happened? So
yeah, that was some cat and mouse and Divinity right there, right? The last three right there.
That is some beautiful stuff. Look at that.
It is, yeah.
Thank you.
That is
thank you.
Nice balance of light and dark.
Yeah, Dean Zachary and Alex Sarabia were my pencilers on those, and both of them are just amazing artists.
Yeah, I agree.
What are you working on right now, Javier?
I'm actually starting page 21 of 22 on Chivalry issue number 3.
So you're getting toward the end.
Yeah, but it's layouts, guys. It's layouts, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't have the specs on some characters. I gotta follow a model on the cars and the buses and the chase and whatnot. But the big thinking part of it, of angles and which part do I show and how do I fit the lettering in there, like we talked last time, to get it where I feel it's comfortable. There's enough space for the letter to kind of have freedom of choice to do what they got to do. It's getting there. It's a very slow process. I have a couple of commissions on the side that are really racking my brain. One of them is more difficult than the others, but I'm still I'm working it little by little. So thank you for asking, Barb. That's pretty much what I'm up to.
How about you, Rob?
I am in the middle of 2 projects at the moment. I'm working on a book for Airship 27, and I'm doing illustrations for that. There's one right there.
Nice.
Yay! Working with Ron.
Yep, working with Ron. This is Golgotha, the streets of Golgotha, which is kind of a pulpy city. Here's another one.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're inking as well?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Finishing. Yeah. Completely finishing. And then, with I'm always talking about my thumbnails. This is a page of thumbnails from that book. But
those are cool.
Those
are nice.
That's how I
Hi, Matthew.
start. And I'm also working on Boston Bombers Volume 2, number 4. And here's a finished page, inked, finished.
Nice.
And then I've got one on the drawing board now that I'm laying out. That's page 2.
Looks like Jean-Luc
Picard.
Oh. Yeah, the character is based on Patrick Stewart.
I would never have guessed.
We call him Baldwin.
I'm being sarcastic.
Guess who this character is? Guess which actor that one's based on?
No, I don't know.
Barbara Streisand.
Tom Cruise.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
I can
you
see
see it
now
once I
that
say it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And then here's Forrest Whitaker as the butler.
Yeah.
In the background, because he was in a movie about the White House butler.
Yeah,
so
young
I'm using him as the basis for my butler character. But yeah, that's what I'm working on at the moment, and there'll be other Airship 27 books in the queue as well.
Listen to Rob dropping names.
I'm keeping busy.
How about you, Tom?
What?
What are you working on these days?
Well, so I had a free comic come out on Free Comic Book Day. It was a couple days ago. Lilo and Stitch comic from Tokyo Pop, and I proofread this morning the final. I don't know what you call it. I guess the printer's proof or the pre-printer's proof of my Secret Wars book that's coming out from Bloomsbury Publishing in October. So, and I found. This is so annoying. I'm reading the proof, and I get to it. There's one sentence, it's great. There's a third sentence, it's great, and the middle sentence, it looks like I had a stroke. Where there's a character's name I use the character's name two times in a row, and I drop the verb, and it just sort of meanders to where there's no point to the sentence. And I read that, and I think something has gone wrong. I'm gonna have to call the editor and straighten them out. And then I go back. Before I do that, I go back and I look at my manuscript.
Check your files.
It's in my manuscript.
It's right there.
Yeah,
right there. Yep. It's book publishing is a strange animal. At Airship 27, we put together books, and we have a proofreader that reads the book, looking for typos and misspellings and bad grammar, bad punctuation, and then we'll send it. And that gets corrected. I do all the design work. Then we'll send it to the author, and they go through it again and find even more stuff. So we think, okay, we've got it. We send it off. It gets printed. We get back the first copy of it, and every single time I'll flip through the book,
close.
Open it, and go, there's a typo.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
Every time. You'll find one. They're insidious.
I can read something over 3 or 4 times and think I've gotten everything, and I will always miss something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not a
weird.
very
Your
good
brain will
proofreader. Your brain
fill in the extra
exactly.
words, and you swear you put in 25 words in this paragraph. That's like 22, and like Tom said, it's like you spaz out. It's like, but
it's like you had a stroke
in my head
in that one sentence.
I get a word stroke.
Or you deleted it, or it's on the first draft and you're on draft number 6. It's weird because in your head, all your story, your pieces, they all make sense. But what you write it down, if you don't regurgitate all of that, forget it. It'll make sense only to you because you're the only one that has all the hidden pieces.
It's really the way it's the thing I like about comics, because comics are more collaborative than, say, books. And I know that if I write something and I send it to the artist reads it, and we'll have the conversation where he says, "What the hell are you doing? I don't understand any of this." And I'll have to look at what I've sent them, and it's like, oh yeah, okay. The part that was in my head didn't make it to the page in a way that's clear. And it'll go down the line too, because the letter will have something, and then the colorist will say, "I don't know what time of day this is." And so I think the great thing about a printer like Kablam is that when you make a mistake, the next print run you can fix it because it's digital.
Yeah. It's print on demand is like that. It's because we've done the same thing at Airship 27. Ours is all print on demand. And if somebody finds a problem and tells us, tell us, we'll fix it.
The first run of Divinity number 2, I realized that I had the death date of my brother was printed the wrong year. And I just messaged Tommy and I said, "Can you fix the year?" "Yep, sure." Yeah. It was fixed.
Yep, that's the nice thing about print on demand. The thing is too, I always like to say those first bad prints, those are collector's items now.
That's right. It's the error edition.
The error edition. Yep.
I read a paperback book. It was last summer. I forget what it was, but I found there was a typo in it, and I thought, oh, that's there are a lot of typos you see in books now. Blah blah. It's not that big a deal, and it's the 12th printing.
Oh my!
Why?
That's what I'm talking about.
Hell?
You found it, but they didn't in all those printings.
And they have professional proofreaders, and there I'm just, oh yeah, there's me. I found it for you.
Yeah.
So, Kaz, how about you? What are you working on?
So I'm working on a new volume to a project that I don't know if I can say yet, which frustrates me. But
it's just
a new volume, 4 issues of a new volume of
for Silverline.
Yeah.
So it's got to be something pre-existing because it's a new volume of, I guess. Okay. So that narrows it down. All right.
Yeah. Right. So I'm working that as well as some of my own stuff. I got 2 ideas that I kind of want to flesh out myself. So
can you share the genre, maybe?
Yeah. So urban fantasy for mine, right?
Okay.
But the genre of the Silverline one,
it's independent.
Is it a team up?
We'll say it is no, because if I give you that, it'll be like a dead giveaway.
Okay, forget it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll say it is very similar to Cray in that it is that probably gave it away. But that's what I'll say.
Okay, there you go. Yay.
What am I working on? I finished up the soccer trading cards that I was working on for Starlight Entertainment. So I jumped back onto Divinity. I have 4 pages left of Divinity number 6 to ink. Then I want to color them. I'm hoping to have it colored before I leave for Europe at the end of the month for 2 weeks. And you guys are on your own on Wednesday Night Whams while I'm gone.
We're in Europe.
Yeah, where? Starting in Ireland and ending up in Italy, and then hitting a lot of places in between, like England, France, Switzerland.
Nice.
Italy, yeah. And then as soon as I finished coloring that, number 7 is already penciled. I need to ink and color that, and I gotta get number 8 finished. I got the layout written, but I got to finish polishing it up and then send it to Kaz, so he can pick it apart. And tell me what I've done wrong.
He'll tell you what you've done wrong.
Yes. Well, you're the one that told me, you really shouldn't have in any one panel. You shouldn't have more than 36 words. I never knew that.
Only if it's 6 panels or more, right? You can have more if you have less panels, but if you got 6 panels,
the rule of thumb,
words on,
kind of stuff we talked about last time.
It's your book. You make it whatever you want. Make it as dense as Crisis on Infinite Earths.
You can break every rule, break them all.
Yeah.
That's the one nice thing about having my own book is if there's something in it that I want in there, and your editor say, I don't know about this part, and I'm like really passionate about it. Yeah. I can say it's my book.
Yeah.
That's the difference between being an editor for an independent comic and or an independent creator-owned comic and being an editor for a corporate entity.
Mm-hmm.
Where the editor for the corporate entity is more hard-edged because they have to protect the brand.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the job of the independent comic editor is different.
I want to keep this line in there. It means something to me, and it will mean something down the line. I don't care if you don't like it. It's staying. I can say that.
Well, you own it, and it's your funeral.
Yep.
It's my funeral. Right.
Just got to think like Robert Kirkman, You may not have 12 issues to get to that point, so get to it quick. Make your things happen as soon as possible. This is indie comics. You may be here today, you may be here tomorrow, but Friday?
Yeah, another diamond could happen.
Yeah.
Another nuclear explosion in the comics industry.
Here's a question. Obviously, people tuned into us. A lot of them are familiar with us, right? They've joined us on Wednesdays before. But for this particular campaign, it's going on for so long, and we're asking people to share it. Why would a new person, right? I think I understand why a new person, this is a good campaign for a new person to get in on. But in your guys' opinion, if I don't know anything about Silverline, like, why is this a campaign that I should take a part in? You know,
Swag, come on.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This is gonna get me in trouble.
Like,
I've never known
gotta
you to
say it
pause
now.
and
You
thank
gotta.
for
You
it,
can't
Tom.
hold
Go
it.
for it.
So there's some people who would just want cool looking original art and might not want to read the comics. And there's some people who want to read the comics and might not care about the art. And there's some people, and the same with the t-shirt. Some people just want, man, that's a cool looking t-shirt. I want that. And not care. And that's their entire involvement in the comics industry is I want that cool t-shirt.
Cool t-shirt.
I think the thing about these kinds of crowdfunders where it looks like a store is you can be any one of those people. You can be the comic book person who wants to come in and join in and get some comics. You could be the t-shirt person. You could be the original art person. You could be the the cat and mouse poster person. And you can find something to satisfy you. There's something there for every taste. It's like the 31 flavors of Baskin Robbins.
Ooh, good enough.
So I think those are options.
Those are really good. Yeah,
you can dive into the Silverline pool as deep as you want to, and if it's just t-shirt deep, fine. If it's comic book deep, that's great.
Stick your toe in the water.
Yeah.
And don't forget that every crowdfunder that we run, we have every single back issue available. We'll print on demand. So if you want to go in there and order every copy of a Divinity or Cat and Mouse, or if it isn't currently being offered as one of the things for sale, go ahead and order them. We'll print them up and ship them out.
You used the phrase barrier to entry before, and there is none here. There's none. I mean, all that's missing is like a $1 trinket, really, because everything else, you got different price points, you got different interests.
Oh no, there's a $1 trinket. It's a poster.
Yeah, $1.
It's a good poster. Too,
That's bigger than anything else. That's bigger than the original art.
Yeah, it's a poster that was done up of almost all the current characters in the Silverline universe. It's $1.
There you go.
Yes, Your Honor.
Stunning.
I have no recollection of those events, but this is great. This is great. I'm going to contribute to it because I'm like that. That's great.
As for the commissioned artwork, this is like you're going to a comic book convention and going through Artist Alley and going up to an artist and going, draw me a picture. Well, you don't have to go anywhere. Just go up to.
I don't have to pay $30 to gain access to artists to draw for me. What?
You give it right to the artist.
Yeah. So, and you don't have to go to a convention. You don't have to come to Kansas City's Planet Comic-Con and come up to my table. You can get one of the offered drawings that I'm offering out there of any character you want. If you want a portrait of yourself, send me once you purchase it, send me a photo and I'll draw your portrait as it. I've drawn people as Star Trek characters. I've drawn them as superheroes. All kinds of stuff like that.
If I wanted to be a Borg, you could do me as a Borg.
Yep,
so I could. What number would you be, Barb?
What?
What number would you be? I mean, would you be like 11 of 17 or?
There's only one Barb called.
Yeah, one of one.
Yes.
One of one. Yes.
I am one of one.
But the cool thing about commissions is I got a commission from Thomas Derenick, who I really like, and I had it. I moved recently, so it's packed away, but I had it on my wall, and when I had some people over to the house, they saw it, and I was able to say, hey, he did that for me. And so I think you get that sort of bragging when
one of a kind.
Yeah, one of a kind. It was not in a comic hundreds of thousands of people haven't seen this before.
Mm-hmm.
The artist did that for me, and now it's on my wall. And I think that
makes it a treasure, Tom.
It does. It makes it.
I'll
It makes it.
tell you-
It gives me bragging rights.
I will tell you the most treasured sketch that I have. It's a sketch of me done by Mobius.
Oh,
Wow.
It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous.
Yep, he did it and gave it to me.
wow.
I did not purchase it.
Jean Girard.
I liked his brothers, Larius and Curlius.
Yeah.
And weren't they descendants of Maximus Aurelius? We can do this all night, people.
Bump.
So where did this happen, Barb?
Many years ago, San Diego Comic-Con, my room got broken into and somebody cleaned me out.
Oh,
And yeah, and I still had my purse with me, thank God.
Oh.
But I mean, they stole my Walkman.
Oh wow! Oh my gosh, there are people listening who have no idea what that is.
They stole my fax machine too.
Some of us know how long ago that was.
Your
All the
hammer and your chisel too.
And they stole my 8-track tape player.
Oh my God.
They stole all my extra cash, which was really creepy because I had it stashed in my underwear drawer.
Nice.
And my jewelry and anything else I had in my room that was any way valuable. And
Insider job.
yeah, Maggie Thompson was so cool. She took me out for breakfast every morning to feed me because obviously all my cash got stolen. And she put the word out that what had happened to me, and everybody was just so cool that DC and Marvel fed me every night, and people were coming up to me and saying, "Oh, I feel so bad." And Mobius said, "Here, come here. He said, I heard what happened. Here, let me do something for you." And he quick did a sketch while I was standing right there, and he handed it to me, and it was a portrait of me.
Man,
When bad things happen, the comics people step up. I never had to buy a single meal for the rest of the show. I was always, invited to all the parties, and the hotel comped my room, obviously. So it turned out what could have been a really nasty thing.
You got lemons and they turned it into lemonade.
Yes, exactly. Except I didn't get my Walkman back,
Those things are actually valuable now.
The real question is, what did you have in it? What
Yes,
was
thank you. What were you listening to? What was your playlist?
I don't even remember at this point. That's so long ago.
there goes all your Jimmy Buffett CDs.
That's right.
It's funny.
You could have dropped some knowledge on us, man.
I had a lot of playlists that I put together myself. My favorite songs, stuff like that. But I don't remember what they are by now. Anyway, so that was the story of how I got a Mobius original for free.
Well, I would let my hotel room get broken into to get a Mobius original. For free.
That's the cost. You got to go through the event.
Yeah,
if you're
out there, I'm willing to take on the trauma.
Yeah.
All you need is a good pair of gloves and a mask. Just give it to me. I got you. I got you.
And I always enjoyed going to those because I always came away with work. And the very first time I ever got hired was from Malibu. So there you go. I was out under the Eternity umbrella, but it was still, I think Chris Olm was my editor for that.
Probably. No, I love conventions. I love going to meet people. I love going out there. I love looking at portfolios. I love seeing what people are doing. Even the terrible people. I like seeing. Because the thing is, you see a terrible person who can't draw or can't write, and then 5 years later you see him again, and it's like, wow, okay. I remember when you were playing single A ball, and now Now you're ready.
And that
Now
was
you-
that was
now you're-
back when
yeah.
you could actually find an editor at
Yeah,
a
you can't
convention,
now.
You can't
which you
anymore.
cannot
Yeah.
do anymore.
Mhm.
And
Nope.
they would say, yeah, sure, come on back here into the booth and we'll sit or let's go down to the hallway. I got jobs several times sitting in the middle of an empty hallway on the floor
Yep.
with
Yep.
an editor, sitting.
That's how I got my
through
first professional job. Yep.
Yep, sitting on the floor in a hallway in a convention,
Mhm.
going through my portfolio. I think I got my first innovation job that way. But it was easy back then. Now
Those
everything's
Good old days. You can't do
the
that.
good old days.
Well, you could make editors were sort of empowered to make decisions
Yeah.
in real time. And now, like I was talking to a friend of mine who was at DC and who was an editor at DC, and he said there are a lot of committee-based hoops you have to jump through before you can hire an artist. In the old days, he would just be like, I like this guy, I need this person, they'll be a great fit for the penciler, or the penciler will be a great ink fit for the writer. We'll put them on it. But now there's hoops. And
Yeah, that just sucks.
It's the well, I can't use the word because Roland hates it when I curse, but yeah, it's the ruination of certain fun aspects of comics.
Well, the thing about it now, though, is that if you want, the way to break in these days is to make your own book.
Yes.
Yes. Because you've got print on demand now. You've got that walkway into the industry has opened up for newbies.
Well,
Has it though?
You're gonna put out when you first start. You're gonna put out some really bad stuff, but as you go, you get better and you get better. The only way you get better is by playing Hamburg, as the Beatles did. You got to put the hours in, and getting into the industry is a little easier in that aspect. But unfortunately, it's also a lot of your not so great work is going to be out there for people to find.
I think the barrier to entry to making a comic has never been lower.
Yeah,
right. To making a book, yes.
Yeah, the barrier to entry to getting that book out into the market is the hard part.
Yes,
It's never been higher.
That's what I was going to say. Making your own book, you could do that.
Right.
Getting it into the right hands to even get feedback.
But before, in the 70s and 80s and 90s, it was harder to just make a book.
Yeah, I can
much.
And now it's
a printer, and you had to buy so many copies, and
you
had to have a place to warehouse them.
10,000 copies or whatever to get a price point. And now you can just print 25.
Yeah.
Tommy, what are we talking about? We're you wouldn't know it by listening to us, but we're trying to promote our current crowdfunder, which you are selling commissions for.
Surprise! No, sure.
So we're talking about Tommy behind his back.
That's right.
We're talking about Tommy, not
As
practice.
usual.
Tommy, what? All right.
That was very interesting about, it's anybody can make a comic. Anybody can put a book on Amazon. Anybody can put an ebook on Amazon anyway.
Right.
You can write any kind of direct and try to sell it, but what does it sell?
And that's the thing, right? So barrier of entry is a lot lower, but
but you can get a table in Artist Alley at local conventions, and you can set your book out and sell it that way. You can make money that way. You're not gonna get rich.
Nope.
But you're also gonna
you got to be a salesman though, which is the hard part. I hate selling.
You need more skill. You need other skills.
Thank you.
Just drawing and writing.
You need people skills.
Yeah, you need people skills, and those
you got to do everything.
Those are harder to learn. Yeah, you got to be the publisher, the editor. You got to be all of it. So
it's a lot of decision making.
You're half Jack Kirby and half Funky Flashman.
You got to write, you got a pencil, you got to ink, you got to letter, you got to color it, possibly if not gray tones. Then you got to format, you got to print, you got to pay for shipping, you have to receive it safely, then you have to literally sell it, and you got to pick the paper and the cover material.
I love all of that.
And well, that's great because you're part of the, okay, give me money for services. But as a comic creator, if I'm creating it from scratch, I can't afford it. You guys. I have to go make black and white copies and press them together and clip them together myself.
Yes, and I think
so
that's
it requires you to be more of a jack of all trades, not just one. So I may get a finished book, but if I'm a half-butt artist and a half-butt writer and a half-butt publisher, I'm going to have a half-butt comic
product.
I don't know that you have to be all those things, but if you aren't all those things, you have to have a little more money, right? So you can
well, you depend on others
to hire people to do those.
You can hire people at a good price point to do it, but
then you're not an artist. You're in business. If I depend on Barb, on Cass, on Tom, and on Rob to get my comic book, it's not my comic book.
It's not
it's
true.
Our product. Ours.
Our product.
I just became Mini Marvel. And
Our
I'm
product,
not in the business.
It could be your book. It could be your idea, your direction. You aren't. I mean, if you lack the skill to ink, and you hire someone who can do the inks for you, it's still your book, right? So I don't. The barrier to entry is really low, and you can. But again, if you're a jack of all trades, now you just need time. But if you're not a jack of all trades, you need a little bit more dough to do it, and it can still be yours, but again, you need to invest more.
So it's not just you, because you need either money or companions. It's kind of like being in Dungeons and Dragons. You can't just adventure by yourself. It's no fun if you're the dungeon master and the player. You can't do that.
But isn't that true of everything where we either need money or companions?
Money companions are done.
I can buy companions with money.
To me, I look at it as like
you're going to Europe for that. I see. Okay.
To me,
good trip.
I liken it to independent film.
I'm so sorry.
It's like if I want to be a filmmaker and I want to make my own films, I'm not going to be making the kind of movies that Steven Spielberg makes because I'm not going to get $400 million in a budget. So I got to look at what I can do with what I got.
Right.
And I got to
camera you already have on your phone. It's free software, and you can post it online for free.
Yeah.
Those
so
are
I got
all
to
free.
adjust my target based on that.
Yep.
And if my independent movie is basically 3 minutes of TikTok strung together over a period of weeks, then that's my movie. And I work up to Spielberg level. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. And that's what it is with comics.
To get hired. Yeah.
What
we
can I do
can't.
with comic?
But we can't do a 4-page comic.
You can. You just post it online.
Sure, you can.
You can't get rich.
But that's not a comic book, is it?
I would beg to differ.
Because nobody here buys a comic book for 4 pages.
You say that. What if you offer it for free? Does it disqualify it now?
Does it fulfill the purpose of making a comic, which is for me to get hired?
Sure.
For a writer to get hired.
Okay, so here's what they do on
different thing.
Here's what they do on web comics. They start a comic and they'll do the first 6 episodes, which is basically about 4 to 6 pages of a comic. If it were done in a print comic, they do the first 4 to 6 episodes for free to get you hooked,
like cigarettes.
And then you have to buy all the following ones.
So you end the 6th episode on a cliffhanger. So it's like, oh my God, what's going to happen to all these characters I fell in love with?
That's right. And if you're good enough and you've done your job, then people will come and pay for the rest.
Yeah, because people clearly know you can put out the content, right? After doing so many, they know that if they do pay, it's not like they're paying and gonna get gypped, right? The idea that you're not going to deliver at that same level is kind of assuaged by the fact that you already did that many when you put out at that level. So,
but that's 46 pages in, guys. That's not 4 pages, right?
Tommy says all my Infernal Studios Kid Hero comics are 8 pages, and I sell them all day long and twice on Sundays.
Yep. And they look like comics; they're just thin.
Yeah, every book is a roller coaster.
Attention spans are different too. So, yeah.
And Tommy's got enough of those 8 pagers that when he goes to a convention, he has a table. It's full. because he's not putting out an 80-page opus. He's putting out short 8-page comics, and he's got
by being that small, the price point could be entry level.
Forgive me. My definition of comics has been set by the commercial version of comics, not the freedom of I can make a comic out of anything. But you guys are right. You're absolutely right.
Well, that's the freedom. That's the freedom I like. I like the idea that I can make something out of nothing and make it my own. The idea of, I want to pitch something to Marvel or DC so they'll hire me. That's not in my DNA. I know it is for other people, and that's great for them. But I'm more interested in I got weird stuff going on in my head.
How do I put that
on paper?
Yeah.
What's the best kind of, if it's 4 pages, 8 pages, 16 pages, 32 pages of that paper, then I'm fine with that. I don't necessarily want to make a Marvel or DC type of comic book, but I know thousands of people do.
Yep, they want to be known with the brand,
right? And I
we should probably
go, what the hell is he thinking?
We should probably wrap this up. It's 9:01, so we want to circle back to the crowdfunder. Check the crowdfunder out. It is still not started yet, but hope springs eternal. I think Roland expected it to start at a specific time, but maybe he has to push the button. I don't know.
Or maybe it's 9 my time. I don't know. We'll see.
Could be 9 Pacific.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock Central now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it could be 9 Pacific. Which, hey, thank you. Yeah,
it's like we're watching Santa Claus move across the time zones.
That's right. Well, I'm glad everybody could join us tonight. Please join us next. Does anybody know what next Wednesday's show is about? It's probably mine, and I've forgotten what it is.
Yes, right. I think we have a guest on.
It's about 7 days from now.
Yeah, the whole 7 days.
Starting
from
with
now.
a W. Yeah.
Yeah, I am probably not going to be here. No, wait a minute. It's week after next. Never mind. It's week after next that I will not be here.
Well, I'm actually in Iowa tonight, but I'm at my sister's house, which is why I had wine earlier.
We have to guest John Holland on.
Oh, he's a good guy. I like his comics.
Cool.
Next week. Yep, John Holland.
Yeah. He's a good dude. He makes good comics.
All right.
Bye.
Famous Floramonte flyby. Okay, everybody. As we like to say,
that was great. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. Thank you.
Always a pleasure, Tom.
I like it when you pop in because I don't have to talk as much.
No, because I can just blast off.
Oh my gosh.
As we like to say,
turn him loose.
That's right. As we like to say at the end of every Wednesday Wham, and I don't make mine Silverline.
Hey heroes, cosplayers, and pop culture fans, are you ready to assemble for the ultimate geek weekend? The Hall of Heroes Comic-Con is invading Elkhart, Indiana with 2 explosive days of comics, stars, and non-stop fun. Join us Saturday, May 30th and Sunday, May 31st, 2026 at the Northern Indiana Event Center in Elkhart. Doors open at 10 a.m. both days. VIP early entry at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday. We're rolling out a massive lineup of legends. Meet Eric Estrada from Chips and Fallout, Dirk Benedict from the A-Team and Battlestar Galactica, Tara Reid from American Pie and Sharknado, Catherine Cavadini, voice of Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls, Kel Mitchell from All That, Kevin and Kel and Mystery Men, horror icon Tony Moran, the original Michael Myers in Halloween, and more. Plus, top comic artists including Arthur Sidem, Marvel Zombies and Deadpool, John Kramer from Batman and Wonder Woman, Keith Pollard, a legendary Marvel artist on Spider-Man and Thor, and more. Scott Rosama, Stuart Sager, and others. Get autographs, photo ops, and chats with the stars and creators who shaped your favorites. The floor is packed with over 150 vendors, artists, and cosplayers offering exclusive comics, collectibles, original art, and merch. Enjoy cosplay contests for kids and adults with great prizes, live Q&A panels, artist showcases, interactive zones, and family-friendly fun all weekend. And the excitement goes live. Madness Entertainment Group is broadcasting straight from the con floor all weekend on YouTube, Build, and Rumble. Catch every moment as it happens, then relive it anytime with the full shows available later on Med TV on Roku. Grab your tickets today at hohcomiccon.org. Hall of Heroes Comic Con, May 30th and 31st, 2026. Northern Indiana Event Center, Elkhart, Indiana. We'll see you there, heroes. This ad was created by Nim on behalf of Madness Entertainment Group and Hall of Heroes Comic Con.
Hi, I'm John Beatty. Make mine Silverline.